Welcome to module 6. In this module we will discuss about the basic building blocks of Android, that is activity, services, Indian broadcast receivers and content providers. Here you can see application, building blocks, activity, Indian receiver, services, content providers. So in this tutorial we will mainly discuss about the activity. So what is an activity? It represents a single window or screen of an application. So an Android application consists of more than one screen. For example, dialing a phone or sending email everything is an activity in Android app. For example, you can see here an Android activity, this messaging screen. You can see a contact screen here. So this is an example for an Android activity. Now let's move on to the life cycle of an activity. The life cycle of an activity consists of 7 methods. The first one is on create, then on start, on resume, on pause, on stop, on restart and on destroy method. All these methods are happening in 4 states. The first one is the activity does not exist. The second state is the foreground. The third state is the background and the fourth state is the pause state. So as soon as you start the activity, it will invoke or call 3 methods, that is on create, on start and on resume. The first method, it will call the on create method because you are creating the activity. So once your activity is created, it will call on start method because now we have to start the activity. And once you started the activity, it will invoke the on resume method. All these methods are called automatically. So now you are using your current activity, and at the same time if you want to take a photo or send an email, what you will do is you will minimize your app and you will press the home button. So when you are pressing the home button, you are not actually closing the app, but you are minimizing your app. That means your activity is still in the memory. So for that, it will call 2 methods, that is on pause method and on stop method. It will call on pause because you are minimizing the activity and it will not directly stop it. That means it will stop the process only. Then it will call the on stop method. Now let's think that you completed taking picture and you want to go back to the activity which you are minimized. It will call from the on stop method the on restart method. In this step you can see that from the on stop, here you can see that from on stop the user navigates to the minimized activity. There it calls the on restart method, and from the on restart method it is again calling the on start and on resume method. So your activity will again go back to the main screen at that time. As soon as we call the on restart, it will again go to the on start method and on resume method. I have already said it. We do not want to go back to the on create because it was there inside the memory. So in between on resume and on pause, you are using all the activities by minimizing and go to the other applications. You can see here in between the on resume and on pause method, another activities comes into the foreground. So now you wish to close your app, you will press the back button. So when you go back, it will again call on pause and on stop method and on destroy method. So our main intention is to destroy, but before that you have to stop the activity, and before stopping the activity what you have to do is you have to pause the activity. This is how the life cycle of an activity works. Another scenario is that when you minimize all your apps and if you want to open another app that requires some extra memory, in that case you have to kill the activity, and when you want to start the activity again, it should start from the on create method. Here you can see that that process is killed and the user navigates to the activity and it starts again from the on create method because it does not reside in the memory. That means we didn't minimize it, we killed that process, so we have to again start it from the on create method. This is how the life cycle of an activity works. The next is, here you can see that everything is described here, and an example is here. When the activity first time loads, what methods are called. When you click on the phone button, what are the methods called. When you exit the phone dialer, the restart, start, resume method is called, and when you click the back button, the pause, stop and destroy methods are called. So I have already said that the activities in the system are managed as an activity stack, and it has essentially 4 states. The first state is that the activity is in the foreground of the screen, that is at the top of the stack. It is active or running. The second state is that If an activity is completely obscured by another activity, it is stopped. And if an activity has lost focus, it is paused. And if an activity is paused or stopped, the system can drop the activity from memory by either asking it to finish or simply killing its process. You can see here everything. The start task stack of activity, which is a running activity in the background, activity in the foreground, which is visible and focused. So this is an example. You can create all the you can see here all the methods. The on create method, which is called when the activity is first created. The on start method, which is called when the activity is about to become visible. The on receive method, which is called when the activity has become visible. The on pause method, called when another activity is taking focus. The on stop method is called when the activity is no longer visible. And the on destroy method is called just before the activity is destroyed. So here you can see the methods on create, on start and on resume in the log. This is all about the activity and its life cycle and an example. Thank you.